What's going on, guys? Brick here, and today I am bringing you an updated budget Dino deck profile for Master Rule 5 format.
It's time to duel!
Alright guys, of course, starting off with the main deck, we are playing 3 copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor. This card is the card you want to see in every opening hand you have. This is your starter. He's what gets you going. He lets you make so many plays, and there is some new support that recently came out that is not in this deck because it is not budget. But this card allows you to turbo that support and really makes this deck pop off. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, the big guy. This guy was great in Link format, and now he is still really great because not a lot of decks are going to play Links, but they're going to play a lot more cards that are going to flood the field and that you can flip over because you can't flip Link monsters. 3 copies of Miscellaneousaurus for your protection. You also get his great effect to banish himself from the graveyard, and a number of dinosaur monsters to special summon a dino with that level of the number of dinosaur cards you banished. For the babies, I'm playing 3 copies of Baby Ceratosaurus and 2 copies of Petite Pteranodon. I like this ratio. I had Petite Pteranodon at 3. I had both babies at 2, but I really like 3 and 2. There's a lot of use in this deck. Being able to activate Lost World, which we're going to get into multiple times, and pop those Baby Ceratosauruses to get out some lower level monsters is really, really useful. 2 copies of Rescue Rabbit, and to go along with it, we have 3 copies of Megalosmasher X. This card is basically to get out Toad, because with the new format, we can bring Toad out much more easier. With the Link format, we had to go into Miss Starboy and do all kinds of shenanigans and kind of get some links around a bit, but now we can just Rabbit Toad, or Rabbit Bahamut Toad pretty quick and easily. 1-ofs, 1 Giant Rex, 1 Jirok Alo, 1 Dogoran, 1 Pankratops, and then the last 1-of, my favorite 1-of in the deck, True King Lithosagium. I've missed this card in Dinosaurs. I really have. I love this card. I know why it got banned because it is too broken, but destroying babies, sending them to the graveyard, and just starting plays. If you open this card and a couple babies or whatever, it's a beautiful thing. And then last monster, just hand trap, 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Into the spells, we are playing 2 copies of Lost World, 1 copy of Dragonic Diagram, and then our 1 Terraforming. So Diagram just gets you access into that Lithosagium, and then Lost World, of course, to give your opponent tokens that you can use to your advantage with cards like Soul Eating Oviraptor. 3 Fossil Dig. If you see this card in your opening hand, it's as good as having Oviraptor in your opening hand. 3 Called by the Grave. To go along with the Megalosmasher, I'm playing 1 Unexpected Die just to help get another normal monster on the board. If you open this card, you can kind of get 1 out. So if you open 1 by mistake and you don't want it, you can normal summon it and you kind of got Bahamut already. Gold Sarcophagus for that Giant Rex play. And the final spell is Double or Nothing, and you guys can probably guess why that is in here. Moving into the extra deck, I only play 3 Link monsters. I play Pentastag, Saryuja, and then Borreload. Saryuja and Borreload are just kind of for utility if I ever need them. You can still make Saryuja with this deck fairly easily. If you play things like Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, you get a baby, it's really great play to use make Saryuja. Pentastag I play in combination with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, just to inflict that piercing damage since Conductor can attack every monster. High Speed Roid, Shambada, and Trishula, great synchros to play into. As I mentioned before, we have Toad and Bahamut. 2 copies of Evilzor Lagia. This card is really great. He is a once per turn because you can have to detach both his materials for him, but we are playing 1 copy of Evilzor Dolka, who is not once per turn. He is great for negating monster effects. And then heavy back row format, so I play 1 copy of Tornado Dragon, 1 copy of Ragnar Zero, combos with Lost World really nicely, because Lost World reduces all monsters' attack on the field who is not a dinosaur, and Ragnar Zero allows you to pop a monster whose attack is different than its original, and then draw a card afterwards. Baguska, and then finally the Utopia Double and Utopia package to go along with that Double or Nothing. Guys, that is it for this deck profile. Please drop comments down below what you think should be played in this deck instead. There are many different variants that I feel this deck could go with. Like I mentioned before, Kaiju Slumber is a great card to play in this deck. You can play Coatlas and Double Evolution Pill. I just didn't think they were necessary in this build, but they can easily be substituted in. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video with a friend, and if you guys are feeling generous, check out our Patreon. The link for that is in the description below. Until next time,
It's time to duel!